Going back to when you died, how did that happen? You were like, weren't you legally like actually dead for a few minutes?
Yeah, they flew me to a private hospital in Coral Gables. It was weird too because I thought I would have got arrested.
The drugs?
Well, no, not the drugs. They didn't fly me.
No, I mean, is that why you?
Oh yeah, I did a bunch of heroin. Yeah.
Oh, it was heroin.
I shot a bunch of a new bag or something that was over in Miami, and I was in the Hyatt, and I was in a nice room. I was a high maintenance. I liked a nice cold bathroom, so I would stay in these nice rooms because it made me feel better than when I stayed in the hood and stuff. So any chance I got, I stayed in nice places. And so I was in this place, and I was with my daughter's mother at the time, and I came out of the bathroom and I go, I did too much. I knew it. And I went, bam, hit the ground. And I don't remember nothing after that. So she put my gun and my drugs all up under the plants on a balcony on the high floor, and then somehow talked them into thinking she was important. And not like, she was not important, but like really important. Like if I die, this whole place will be in trouble. So they fly me over there, and they, the doctor fixes me or whatever, brings me back. And I remember coming back and seeing all this stuff in this tube and being like, you guys are getting me fucked up. You need to stop pumping that shit in. He goes, sir, that's the shit coming out of you. It's like, and I was like, all right. And, and I remember when I came back also, they had ripped my shirt, and I was so ungrateful because that peace I felt when I was in that it wasn't space. It was like, it might've been space, but it was so big, but yet I was connected to every living thing ever. And that thing that came over me was revelation that we've never been disconnected, that I've never been disconnected. Because the first thing I asked is, where's my mom? Where's this person? Where's, who's, and it just said, like, it didn't say anything. It just I just knew it. It relaxed me and said, relax. The only time you've been separated from anything is it's been an illusion. Like you made it up. You made it up. Your separation from life. You made it up. It's never been true. And I was like, wow, that's cool. And I felt really good for the first time. I felt peace. Never felt it before. I never experienced nothing. And then I didn't have nothing to deter me from the experience. Right. No body, no nothing. Just I don't know if it was a singular identity, but I think I only had eyes because I can only see out. And I didn't have nothing out, nothing weighing me down. It was kind of free. And so I don't know how to describe it more than that. But when he pulled me back, I was like hostile, pissed off. I had a headache. And I said to him, I was like, who ripped my shirt? Just nice guy, brought me back to life. And I didn't have handcuffs on, which was surprising. I still had bullets falling out of my pocket. I was like, oh, what's that? I heard this ching, ching, and they kept falling out of my pockets. And the doc's like, it looked like bullets, I said, well, they ain't mine. He goes, well, they ain't mine. He goes, I didn't bring bullets to work today. You know what I mean? So he was really nice and compassionate. And and he said he saved my life. So I asked me if I could forgive him about the shirt. And I was like, yeah, all right. Yeah, you're good. But but he was just just a good guy. He saved my life, and I was a dick. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I just kind of was pissed. I really wanted to stay where I was at, for the first time I found peace. And I didn't even know what that was. And it wasn't until years later that I put together that all my pain is caused from doing things that separate me from the whole, that's
doing
how
things that separate you from the whole.
Yeah. Like doing things that I know I wouldn't give my loving, caring, I wouldn't love and care about somebody and tell them to do it. But doing those things because I think I can handle it. My ego says I can do this, but you can't. But it causes isolation, antisocial behavior. Yeah, like those, and they identified those in these 12-step programs that I told you about.
Oh, really?
I go to them all the time. Yeah, because I go to a specific one, but it's really good at introducing you to society and keeping you in it without. If you do it right, you can't become like an automaton. You can't go into robot mode. You have to constantly, spontaneously be in the moment without the brokenness, without the fear or expressing them. It's a really good way to practice because it's an environment conducive to that. if you're there to practice it. But there's so
Yeah.
much misinformation and so many robots or so many selfish, self-centered people looking to do the same thing a different way.
Right.
So you only get like one out of, it's like a church or anywhere else. You'll get one person who really grasps what they're doing here and says, this is great, and practices that. The problem is if you try to predict who else is going to do it or whatever. So sometimes it's kind of lonely. But sometimes it's great. Like everybody's just doing good. There's plenty of resources. There's plenty of help for people that want it. There's a big environment for it. Sometimes it's crazy, but I just keep doing it anyway because it's good practice.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's the near death experience thing is crazy. You know, I think there's like studies that say that the pineal gland in your forehead releases like chemicals in your brain that
helps you see
deal with
lights and all that.
Yeah, it's like it's like a psychedelic trip or something.
I've heard that. But I've never experienced that from. I've done a lot of psychedelics. I've never got that. You know what I mean? Not to that level. That was so awesome. Like it was so comforting, and it's a kind of a thing that I don't need anything else to know that everything's cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Like,
interesting.
Yeah. So it's my own little personal thing. I don't even bring it up unless somebody asks. But it's just something that happened that I stumbled upon that tells me give everything you got with anything you're doing and just live to your potential because it's all fine anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you could take it like, we're gonna,
That's incredible, man.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.